Been hungry for some college football? Well, we finally get a taste this weekend. Don't miss any of the action. Jump in at DraftKings Sportsbook. This is going to be DraftKings' biggest college football season to date. Enjoy the ride now all the way through the expanded playoff. Plus, all newbies getting into college football spirit, here's something special. New DraftKings customers can bet $5 to get $200 instantly in bonus bet. Score big with DraftKings all college football season long. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code Shannon. That's code Shannon for new customers to get $200 in bonus bet when you bet just $5. Only at DraftKings. The crown is yours. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us again for another episode of Nightcap. I am your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. He's your favorite number 85, the route runner extraordinaire, the Bingo Ring of Fame honoree, the legendary, the Pro Bowler, the All-Pro, Sam Ojuco, to Oregon State, to Cincinnati, Liberty City's own. He's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that like button. And guys, do us a favor. Go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. And remember, every subscriber matters, and we thank you for supporting us thus far. Please make sure you check out Shea by Laportier. We have it back in stock. If we don't have it in a state or a city near you, you can order it online and get it shipped right to your door. So please go out. Thank you for your support with the Shea by Laportier. Please go follow my media company on all platforms. That's Shea Media. And my clothing company, 84. That's 84 spelled out. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. Everything is 20% off now. Ocho, let's get right into it. USC goes on, neutral site game, opening up college weekend. USC beats LSU. This might be Lincoln Riley's biggest win. There was a lot, he's under the gun. Ocho.
Yeah, he was, especially after last year. He was.
Yep. Lincoln Riley has a big win for USC. It comes in the opener, his third opener as the Trojans head coach. The game is on a neutral field, but maybe these Trojans are better suited. I like the new addition of DeAnton Lynn. He's the son of my former teammate, Anthony Lynn, who's the head coach of the Chargers at one point in time. He was with the 49ers last year, and if I'm not mistaken, he might be the OC for the Commanders. So that's his son, and they did an outstanding job of winning this ball game. Give the quarterbacks. Both quarterbacks played well. Miller Moss came in. We saw when Caleb Williams sat out the bowl game, Ocho, he came in, set an SC record through 6 touchdowns, was named bowl MVP. Yeah. Same thing with Nussmeier, because both guys had to wait their turn. Both guys get transferred. Caleb Williams transferred in. Jalen Daniels transferred in. They win a Heisman Trophy, so each guy waited their turn. Yeah. We saw foreshadow what Miller Moss was probably capable of doing in the bowl last year, where he tossed 6 touchdowns and he won the bowl MVP.
Yes, sir.
But what did you like about what you saw, Ocho? You saw USC had some terrible losses last year, but they get off on a great on a good foot this year.
Well, listen, before the season started, I think both coaches were under the gun. I think both coaches under the gun. For the third time in week 1 of the season, Brian Kelly has started 0-1 to start the season. Obviously, last year, defense was an issue with Lincoln Riley and USC. Then there were questions coming into this previous season. The quarterbacks, 2 Heisman quarterbacks are gone. Jalen Daniels is gone. Caleb Williams is gone. How are the quarterbacks gonna step up? Obviously, we saw Miller Moss last year in the bowl game step up when Caleb Williams decided not to play. So you kind of got a small sample size of what to expect, and you saw it tonight. On the other side of the ball, Garrett Nussmeier played really well. He played really well. Both defenses played really well. We saw a different USC defense as opposed to what we saw last year.
Yeah.
Very promising. I think maybe also playing a neutral site made it kind of even keel for both teams, where one crowd wasn't able to dominate the game and affect the game when either team was on offense. I think LSU, they look good. What I would have liked them to see them do is the way they started the game out, getting Kyron Lacey the ball like he was him. Yeah. I mean, he kind of disappeared the rest of the game.
He did.
He disappeared the rest of the game. You start the game on fire, going straight down the field, moving them around. I mean, there were a couple of penalties where there was some motion, some motion difficulties. 2 people moving at the same time. But if he's your best player, you get him the ball. You feature him. But listen, either way, it was a good game. I really enjoyed it from both teams. Both teams have two very, very good quarterbacks. I saw at the end of the game, Garrett Nussmeier, hanging his head, looked like he wanted to cry. There's really nothing to cry about, son. Nothing to cry about. You played one hell of a goddamn game.
They need to do a better job of pushing the ball down the field, but that was a heck of a play. I forget his name, number 10. He had two one-handed catches.
Yeah.
That second one was really huge.
You saw the one in the middle of the field?
Yeah. Oh. And then Ocho, they got him got it with a target.
Yeah.
But that was all on the corner.
Yeah.
Because first of all, you play in cover 2. You got to first of all, you funnel the wide receiver in. If you look, if I'm not mistaken, Ocho, I don't think they had an offset back. So now there's immediate threat. So now I'm going to funnel the wide receiver in, ride him, but I'm going to sink back.
Ride him all the way out.
I'm going to sink. Yes.
Ride him all the way out.
Because I got to help my safety. Because if I let him free release, they're going to do exactly what they did.
Yep.
He didn't put his hands on him, and they hit him with a hole shot.
Yes, sir.
Now your safety is in a bind, and he targets it. So now you get half the distance to the goal on top of a 20-yard completion. If he had done what he was supposed to do, funnel him inside, sink back because there's no immediate threat to the flat. Now that's a much more difficult throw to complete. But give Miller Moss credit. Give the receiver credit. That is a hell of a throwing catch because as a wide receiver, Ocho, you know that safety coming.
Oh, he coming off that hash now. Oh, he coming off that hash.
And he coming with bad intentions. Miller Moss knows, Ocho, I got to get this ball up and I got to get it down.
Yes, sir.
Or that's a medicine ball.
Oh, yeah.
In other words, the guy going to come out there, he going to open the back door to an ambulance and put your ass in it. So that's the medicine that you're going to be receiving. That's the medicine you're going to get. But that's a lesson, I'm sure. A lot of times, it's not like they haven't rehearsed that, Ocho.
Yes, sir.
They know in a situation like that, okay, guys, we're playing cover 2, funnel the guy in. There's no immediate threat. There's no offset back. You just see because I don't want him to get that ball up and down in the hole. But that was a great throw. That was a great catch. Great concentration. Give the guy credit. But SC played well. And this is what I think Kyron Hudson is his name. That's what we wanted to see from SC because they score 40 and 50 points, but they give it up 45 and 55
Defense
points.
was the issue. Defense was the issue, so, and they played very, very good defense tonight.
One game, let's see. They're in the Big Ten now. Ocho.
Yeah, it's a different ball game.
So it's going to be interesting. And Ohio State, Michigan, they can run. They can run. Michigan can run the ball. They're going to try to run the ball. Ohio State has those athletes. They're going to spread you out. They're going to throw it. They got an outstanding wide receiver.
Yeah.
When has Ohio State not had an outstanding wide receiver or wide receivers for that matter? But it's going to be interesting. But I did like what I saw from SC. They did a great job. Miller Moss seems to be the real deal. Played against an SEC. We know what the SEC represents. But give to SC credit. There's a lot of pressure on Lincoln Riley. He has to get it done.
Yeah. Hey, listen,
he has to get it done.
With the pressure being on Lincoln Riley, what they showed tonight is a great measuring stick for where they want to go. This is what you can build off of. You can build off of this. You can compete against any goddamn body if you have that kind of offensive production and that type of defensive production that you had tonight. I don't care who you line up across from. If you play like you played tonight, you're going to be all right unless you're playing Georgia.
The thing was, Ocho, look, they gave up 421 total yards, but they didn't give up any really big plays.
No big plays.
So that was the thing. They made Nussmeier check down low, low, high percentage throws, but they weren't big throws. Right. And so I believe if I don't give you the big play and you have to nickel and dime your way down the field, believe you'll make a mistake before you get the ball in the end zone.
Sir.
So that's the thing. Most defenses like, hey, as long as we don't give up the chunk plays, I like our chances. If they want to go 15 plays, you're not going to consistently go 15, 17 plays and get the ball in the end zone. You're going to make a mistake. We're going to get our hands up. We're going to pull one out. Something's going to go wrong. Yeah. And so that's what a defense is to tell themselves, look, guys, as long as we don't give up the big plays, we're going to be just fine. Make them go the long way. Make them go 12, 15, 17 plays. It's the 1-2 plays. It's the Tyreek plays that kill you.
Yeah, every time.
So SC does it. They win 27-20 over LSU, 23 SC, number 20th ranked LSU. LSU loses, like you mentioned, Ocho. Brian Kelly, those first games of the season been tough on him.
Hey, listen, 3 years in a row, he's starting the season off 0-1. He's not getting off on the good foot now.
Well, look, now you got Oklahoma in that division. Now you got Texas in that division. You still got Alabama to deal with. You got Georgia. You got Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin. You got Tennessee.
Hey, ain't no off weeks.
It ain't no dodging.
Ain't no off weeks.
It ain't no dodging.
Hey,
hell no.
Ain't no off weeks.
Nah. Hey, give us old Vanderbilt. You know, we can always get some homecoming games. We got Vanderbilt.
Right.
They're gonna be your doctors and your lawyers and your accountants. They ain't gonna be, a whole lot of them ain't gonna be playing on Sunday. So let's get them for homecoming. When we play Vanderbilt, Mom, you got to come down here. We got homecoming the first week of September. Because you put them on the schedule because you got to put a team on the schedule. Ocho, you know you can beat. You got all the alumni coming back. Man, you don't want to catch no L on no homecoming.
You can't embarrass yourself.
So, yeah. But again, SC wins 27-20 over LSU. Arizona wide receiver.
Woo!
Tetra McMillan?
Tatora McMillan?
How you say that?
McMillian.
How you say his name?
I think Tatora.
Tetaroa?
Tetaroa?
Tetaroa. That sounds about right. Tetaroa. McMillan kicked off his highly anticipated junior season with a record-setting night.
Nasty.
The preseason All-American and projected first-round pick set a new school record, 304 receiving yards, 4 touchdowns on 10 catches.
Nasty.
And the Wildcats, 61-39 victory over New Mexico. The 6'5", 210-pound wide receiver delivered the first 300-yard performance by a college receiver since Jackson Smith and Jigba. 347 in the Rose Bowl against Utah. Only 5 other FBS receivers have ever topped 300 yards over the past decade. That's the mythical number for a wide receiver. Right. It used to be 200, Ocho. Yeah. Now 200
ain't nothing.
You got to get 3 bills.
It ain't nothing. Listen, I think Flipper Anderson in the NFL still holds the record for the most receiver yards in the game, with 339. Yeah, like you said. A collegiate receiver, obviously, sometimes, to me, I like to put an asterisk by it. It's an amazing feat. It's an amazing feat to do, but I would like to see it done against elite competition, the better competition. You get where I'm going. You get where I'm going with this,
right?
Well,
what you call him? Hit 407. What's the dude from La Tech? He went to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Troy. He hit 407.
Yeah.
Was that against elite competition? Yeah.
Yeah. But I like it though, especially what it does is when you put up numbers like that, right? And it raises eyebrows. It raises eyebrows to the scouts. It raises eyebrows to the NFL, the NFL scouts, the GM, the owners. Well, he doing this, but then I sometimes look at the competition you're playing against and it's like, well, he did against so-and-so. So after a performance like this, now the pressure's on you to continue to be consistent and not put up 300-yard games from this point on. You talk about going first round, squeezing into the top 10 pick, being consistent and getting game after game after game, putting up unbelievable numbers, and your stock just rises. Your stock just rises. So young bull from Arizona, he got the opportunity to do something special. Is to continue being consistent from this point on, putting up huge games, not months of games like this, but regardless to the competition, you go out there and handle your goddamn business.
Well, the thing was, Ocho, he was already on the radar because he's a preseason All-American. 6'5", 210 pounds. If I'm not mistaken, Ocho, I think it was Troy Edwards, and I think he did that number on Nebraska. I think he had 407 yards receiving.
Yeah.
He ended up getting into the first round. I think the Steelers selected him. 405 yards. He had 405 receiving yards, Ocho.
What year was this?
98, because he went in the first round in 99. The Steelers selected, if I'm not mistaken, the Steelers selected him over Javon Curse.
Whoa.
Can you imagine Javon Curse in that 3-4 defense with the Steelers?
Boy. Hey, he would fit perfect too if you think about it. As opposed to going to Tennessee, he would have fit perfect right in that goddamn defense.
Before he got hurt, People don't realize how good Freak was.
Man,
before he hurt that ankle.
Yeah.
Man, you go down to Adelphi Coliseum.
Yes, sir.
And they be talking about, Freak out. Ocho, that when he started doing it, right, Ocho.
Hey, that long ass wingspan.
Yeah, man.
Listen, I saw it firsthand.
Yeah, man. But and I think Megatron had 329 against the Cowboys one year.
Yeah.
There've been a couple of 300 yards. Jimmy Smith hit us up for 296 in 2000.
You know what?
He had like 15 catches, 296 and 3 touchdowns.
That was Dwayne Stark. I think that was D Starks and Samari Roll out there.
And McAllister.
Hey, Mark Brunell, and Jimmy was abusing y'all out there, boy.
Yeah, he tore everybody. He tore everybody up that day.
He did.
Yeah,
I remember that game.
All right, Ocho. Yeah. Coach Prime has faced increased media scrutiny lately, but Nick Saban had his back yesterday. While on College Game Day, looked at the best HBCU games from week one. Saban chose to highlight what time had done for HBCUs. Well, the HBCU to me is a conference that gets overlooked a little bit. I think they play some really good football, and there's a lot of big games. No one realized the impact Deion had on the SWAC. They got huge TV contract, which has not enabled them to upgrade their facilities, their programs, as well provide better opportunities for their players to develop people as students and have better careers as football players. What you think, Ocho?
I mean, it's a dope thing. It's a great thing. I think people do understand, especially those that are part of the culture, part of the HBCU culture, alumni, former players. Obviously, people like us understand the effect that Deion had being at Jackson State and some of the things that they were able to reap as far as from a benefit concern. And I think they are overlooked. But it's one thing that I always say, and I've always said it, and I tell a lot of players that it really doesn't matter where you go to school. If you make enough noise, if you really him or really who you're supposed to be or really who you think you are, it doesn't matter where you go. It's what you do once you get there. They will find you. They will find you if you put it on film. They're going to find you. If you're really that good, then you should stand out on film. And when you stand out on film, it's easy to find you. But if you blend in like everybody else and you're just a number, then that's the difference. Right. Now you think you're gonna have to stand out, something that you're not.
You're gonna have to stand out for the simple fact scouts are not coming scouting these schools like they go Michigan, Alabama, Georgia, and so forth and so on. So you're gonna have to stand out. And so when you're at that, you're gonna have to be a shark in a pond, or whale, as we say, Moby Dick. You need to be Moby Dick, and you need to be playing amongst minnows. And so when you do that, now all of a sudden you had no tension, you had no choice but to see Jerry Rice. You had no choice but to see Walter Payton. You had no choice but to see Steve McNair or Shannon Sharpe or Michael Strahan. We left you no choice. But to come down and say, well, hold on, I got to see what's causing all this ruckus. I heard about these guys, but I need to see it for myself.
I tell people all the time, like you guys and those names you just named, it's not about where they were playing. It's about what they were doing, where they were at. Once that film was rolling, once you turn that film on, it's 11 players on the field. It's easy. It's easy to catch the eye of a scout. It's easy to catch the eye of a GM if you're really who you think you are on that field. It's just the product is going to sell itself. You ain't got to do nothing else. I always hear dudes talk about, man, I want to go to UM. Man, I want to go to Florida State. Man, I want to go to Florida. I want to go to Alabama. But if you can't get it done at the little school you at, if you're not shining at the little school you at, what you gonna do when you get to the big stage?
It's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, for sure.
It's gonna be tough.
You remember Shaquille Leonard went to South Carolina State. They had that game. They played Clemson, national televised game. He has 23 tackles. Hold on. 23 tackles.
Who is this?
He playing Clemson? He at South Carolina State, and he all over the field.
Who is this? Listen, them small schools. This is if anybody that might be in the chat watching. When the small schools, when the big PWI schools, you know how they do the schedule and they have, they have an HBCU. Small example. If you go to FAMU right now and y'all got the Miami Hurricanes coming up with all the hype, with all the hoopla, them beating Florida, your ass want to be on the motherfucking radar? Come goddamn draft time?
Yeah.
Show out.
Yeah.
Show out against the Hurricanes this upcoming week. Stand out on film and watch what happened. Now watch your childhood dream. Watch your childhood dream come true before you know it. Man.
That's what I did,
Perfect
Ocho.
Opportunity, FAMU
my
playing
senior year,
Miami. Come on now. Come to the party.
I looked at the schedule my senior year, and I look, okay, we got Elon. The year before, I think they won the NIA championship. Okay. We got Georgia Southern.
Yeah.
Those are 2 games.
Georgia Southern good.
Okay.
They were good back then too?
They had won the Division 1 AA championship like 3-4 times.
God. They were still doing that same like
so they were the equivalent of what North Dakota State is. They were like the North Dakota State.
Okay.
That's what they were. So I was like, okay, these are 2 games.
Yeah.
We go to Elon. They in Burlington, North Carolina. 7 for 221, 2 touchdowns.
Let me get that.
Yeah. Go to Georgia Southern.
Let me get
I
that.
get 9 for 202 and a touchdown. Okay. Now, the bowl game, East-West Shrine game. Mr. Sharpe, we'd love for you to play in the bowl game.
They invited you?
Yeah. They had no choice. You ain't got no choice. You got to come see me. All I need to know, he the best. My sophomore year, we played Central Florida. And they got a wide receiver everybody talking about. If I'm not mistaken, he ended up getting drafted in the 3rd round. And I remember Coach Davis, I was like, Coach Davis, like, hey, they got a good receiver down there. There's going to be some scouts down there. Okay.
Take a shine.
There'll be scouts down there? Like NFL? Because we didn't really have no whole lot of scouts. We didn't have a whole lot of people that, as I got, people that they were looking at. I was like, okay, I'm a sophomore. I'm a true sophomore. All I know, they wasn't talking about him after the game. They were talking about that number 2, Bill.
Who was that?
Yes.
It can.
All I need to know.
It can happen.
They come to see you. No, they're not.
It can happen.
Yeah. That's it. And that's how you have to approach it, Ocho. I never looked at myself as inferior.
Right.
I don't give a damn where you went to school. They ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right.
You might have got better coaching. There are more coaches because, you got a safety coach. You got a corner coach. You got an outside linebacker, inside linebacker, a DN coach. You got all those coaches. Running back, hell, we had one coach. He coached everything. He offensive coordinator, running back coach, but wide receiver coach. He all that. But guess what? When I get them helmet and shoulder pads, okay, we gonna see now. We gonna see.
Them games are so important, Unc. I know. I hate hearing the young bulls say, I want to go to the big schools and all that. Sometimes you're not afforded the same opportunities as everybody else. Again, I will say it to you, man. It's not where you go; it's what you do once you get there. They will find you. If you played underneath a motherfucking rock, I'm telling you, the GM and scouts will find you if you put it on film. They're gonna find you when you play against the big schools. I mean,
show out.
Yeah, you show out. It's the only example I can think of right now because I know the schedule by heart. FAMU, boy, if you're a rattler in this chat, I'm telling you, when you play against the Hurricanes after what they just did to the goddamn Florida last week, and you want to be on the radar?
Yeah.
From April? Man,
y'all might beat us, but I'm gonna beat y'all.
I'm telling you.
Y'all might beat us. Hey, guess what, Ocho?
Yeah.
Once I got in the starting lineup,
it's a wrap.
I kept a lot of PWI tight ends on the bench.
Yes, sir.
Could none of them come beat me out for that job?
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. I ain't getting this up. This is not for you. Ocho, Miami smashed Florida 41-17. The Swamp was yesterday. The Hurricane players let the Gator recruits here about to walk off the field. Yeah. The video caught the Miami players shouting, "You better come to Miami. We run this state. And don't go here. Come to the U towards Florida decorated visitors list." Florida's 4 highest rated commits were in attendance along with the top rated uncommitted targets. Miami had the 6th ranked recruiting class last year, while Florida had the 7th ranked recruiting class. Billy Napier said he was surprised by the bludgeoning Miami doled out to its post-game press conference. The 24-point defeat was Florida's fourth largest margin of defeat in the 57-game history of the rivalry, started back in 2002.
Mm-hmm.
Ocho,
Yeah.
do you run the state?
Absolutely. They absolutely do, especially right now. Week 1, they showed out. They showed up and showed out. What can Florida say? Georgia Tech, what did they do to Florida State? So actually, right now, who runs the state? And now I'm not saying they're the Hurricanes of the 2000s, with the Ed Reeds and the Sean Taylors and the Willis McGahees and the Frank Gores and Santana Moss. They not that. But they flipping the page in the right direction. I'm gonna just say that. They flipping the page in the right direction. It's giving people from Miami, from Dade, from Broward, it's giving us hope. It's giving us hope. It's giving us a reason to be happy about our Hurricanes once again. It's giving us a reason to talk shit once again.
Well, they're gonna do that regardless. You go to the U, you got to do that.
You have to. You have to. It comes with the territory. If you don't know how to do it, you're gonna learn while you're there.
Well, that thing got kicked off back in the 80s with Highsmith, Melvin Bratton. They had Jay Boogie, Stubbs, Mike, Coach Nellenberger. That's when he brought those Hellraisers in there. And all of a sudden, those guys weren't leaving the state. They stayed at
Everybody
the U.
stayed home, yep.
Because Snellenberger went down to Liberty City. He went to Carroll. He went to all those and got those guys. Where everybody who was afraid to, like, I'm going down there. I know what's down there.
I want to compete and win. You know where to go.
Yeah. You start going down to the Bell Glade, go down to Glade Central, a Pop. Hey, come on, son. You ain't got to leave the state. Come on down.
Right there. Oh man,
boy! When they kicked that thing off, when they beat Nebraska in the national championship game, they ain't look back. They ain't look back. They had that run, and then the 90s kind of little lean, and then they came back in 2000.
Boy, nasty. They
should have kept Larry Coker.
Larry.
Ocho, great news.
Yeah.
The 49ers announced rookie wide receiver Ricky Pearsall was released from the hospital today. We also got an update from his mom, Erin, who said the bullet entered his chest and exited out his back without hitting any vital organs. She added that he's extremely lucky. The San Francisco Police Department confirmed that Persall was shot through the chest in a robbery attempt over Rolex. He was headed to signing an event, at Gary and Market. There was a struggle for the gun. Both Ricky and the suspect were shot.
Damn. Oh, that's scary, man.
That's scary. Do you know?
I was reading some of the comments too. Some people, like I don't listen. I'm reading some of the comments. I'm thinking I would like to know where y'all are from, what environment you grew up in, to have a better understanding of how fickle life is. Or you thinking it's a cartoon?
Bad environment.
You think it's a cartoon? You think it's a video game? I have a different type of understanding based on the surroundings and the circumstance I come from. So I understand people that move like that. I already know what their intentions are. Because a liar will steal. Someone that steal will kill.
Yeah.
Ain't no do-overs, Unc. Hold on, let me take my glasses off. There are no do-overs. This ain't no video game. This ain't Call of Duty. You don't get a second chance at this shit if you die. Young Bull Ricky is lucky, bruh. He lucky.
Extremely.
And I see some people, if I had my stuff on, I ain't finna give my stuff up to nobody. What?
I ain't put myself in that situation. Ocho, you got to move a certain way.
Yeah.
I'm from Atlanta, but I ain't going downtown iced out.
Right.
Why am I going to invite that? And I get it. It's my stuff, and I should be able to wear what I want to wear, how I want to wear it. But nah, it ain't like that. Because you got those guys out there. Hey, look here, man. That dude's 17. He was willing at 17 to throw it all the way.
He had nothing to lose. People that are willing to rob and steal have nothing to lose. Somebody that has nothing to lose will do away with your life and not think twice about it.
No.
At all.
And you that young and you carrying that that stick on you, man, you don't care nothing about no life.
At all.
You already think your life effed up. That's why you doing it. You don't think that you got anything ahead of you to live for.
Right.
You don't care nothing about mama. You don't care nothing about grandma. You don't care nothing about nothing.
At all. At all.
So when you're dealing with somebody, that the worst thing you can do is to have a person that don't believe they have hope. Because if he don't believe he has hope, what does he have to lose? You see, if a person, and I said this before, Ocho,
Yes,
if a person is living in hell, he don't care about going back.
Oof.
So you dealing with somebody that got no hope. I got no way out.
Right.
If I ain't got no way out, I don't give a damn about taking you out.
Yeah, at all. I just did, and I'm gonna deal with the consequences. I'm gonna deal with the consequences.
It's sad that people feel that they don't have a way out. I don't believe, you're never too old to be in a situation where that's your moment.
Oh, yeah.
And things change around completely. I mean, you look at some of the guys that became billionaires and how old they were. They were in their 30s. They were in their 40s. Somehow we feel that if you ain't successful, if you ain't making $175,000, $200,000 by the age of 22, you a failure in life.
Yeah.
Man, y'all need to stop this. Y'all have said somehow society has set such unrealistic expectations on what is success or successful.
Right.
And people about it.
Yeah.
Man, my life, what am I doing wrong? Bro, how old are you? 27? Man, Unc, I'm trying to hit a lick like you. Bro, at 27?
Lick?
Bro, you probably just got out of school. You probably been out of school 3 years.
Yeah.
And so you expect to step right in and start making millions.
Again.
There's situations like that, but those are anomalies, guys.
And the funny thing, social media, it enhances everything. It magnifies everything. It gives the false sense of reality that life is really like that. That ain't real life. It ain't. There's 1% that's really living like that bullshit you see on Instagrams. 1%. And those that ain't living it, that's pretending to do it and doing it the fast way, it's temporary. It don't last long. It coming. Every play ain't gonna always hit.
No, it's not. You're gonna take some L.
Slow motion. Slow motion better than no motion at all. You ain't got to be stunting all the time. As long as you continuously moving forward, it might be slow, but as long as you ain't stagnant, you good. Keep stacking them. Keep stacking them, even if they might be small. When it's small still stack up, just like big.
Yeah.
You ain't got to be out there. I mean, sometimes you got to get it how you live. Sometimes you got to eat. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I understand that. Like, I come from that. I ain't do that, but I come from that, so I understand.
Right.
But come on, man. I didn't like some of the comments, the people trying to be all tough. Oh, man, I'm going to wear my shit. Somebody try to come rob me, and I do this, I do that. Man, stop. Man, them boys would knock your head off your shoulder. Stop playing, man. What you talking about?
Look here, man.
Talk about what you going to do.
Oh, boy, look here, man. Them jokers hit you, have you doing the Macarena out there in the street.
Bruh,
all over, Ocho.
They don't care.
I don't want nobody. You know what, Ocho? I've always said this. I could imagine my grandmother, my mom, my sister, my brother, my kids now receiving the news that I'm not coming home. I damn sure don't want to be the reason why somebody else have to deliver that news to loved ones. People don't understand. Man, I'm like, bro, come on, man. I know. Man, I know my kids, over some what?
Yeah.
I try not to put myself in situations. I don't go everywhere because everything ain't for Shannon to be.
Right.
Everybody ain't happy for Shannon. But I do give when I'm out and I'm not in an environment that I'm familiar with, I show everybody a level of respect. Because if you don't, they'll come get you.
Yeah.
Because the number one thing in the streets is respect. That's the number one currency. You think it's money. No, it's respect. They'll chop your head off if you disrespectful. And don't think nothing about it.
At all.
Because I've seen them come, they come in the barbershop or whatever. Hey, bro, let me holler at you.
Yeah. It don't matter where you at.
Hey, hold on. Get out of here, man. Hey, they not finna wet this shop up with me. Get your ass out there.
Broad daylight now.
Yeah.
Broad daylight. I've seen too many examples over the years. Too many examples. Too many.
Man, look here. At Persall, I wish Persall passed away. He used to have a car wash on 37th and 37th and Bull. Dude, Slim, a little young kid came up there. They got the tussling. He beat the little boy up by probably about 12, 13.
12? Oh, look kid.
He came back. He came right back with his mom. He said, Mom, there you go. Mom handed him that tool. Wop, 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 wop.
To the little boy?
His mom gave him the tool.
The little boy?
Yeah, you see how I got up out of that, Ocho?
Yeah.
You see what I did?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Man, hey, everybody don't have the guidance that you and I had. I had a praying grandmother. My grandmother guided us, tried to teach us right from wrong. Never, it was always, son, it's, be respectful. Yes, sir. No, sir. Right. It's okay. You wrong, accept accountability. Right. But everybody ain't like that, because you got some parents out there, got some dads and some, they telling their kid, you go out, man, stop.
Yeah.
It ain't like it was when I was growing up. Oh, we fought. Yeah. We knuckle up. Yeah. We fought. PE, I see you. Oh, in between fourth and fifth period, I'm gonna get my lick back. It ain't like that.
I told you, back then, obviously during your time and during my time, it coincides a little bit when it comes to the other side of the street, outside of the game of football. There was still structure and discipline.
Yes,
there was still structure and discipline even on that side of the ball. Obviously, even though we didn't play that side, but still, there was a reason behind something happening. There was a reason behind it. You ain't just doing it all willy-nilly just to say, oh, you know what? I'm hungry. I ain't got no money. I'm gonna go take this nigga shit.
Yeah. Ocho.
No.
When we were growing up, you would never talk back. You didn't talk back to someone's mom or grandma. You was never disrespectful.
Absolutely not.
I couldn't even imagine talking disrespectful to someone, even if they just 5, 10 years older than me, let alone somebody my grandma age, somebody my mom's age.
Don't feel right.
I wouldn't have been here. Man, Granny Mary and Barney Porter to beat the brakes off us. But no, they didn't play. Them people didn't play that, but you would respect when there's a certain level of respect. You could go to people's house and get a meal. My grandma didn't play that either. You ain't going to nobody's house. My grandma didn't play that.
Right.
You want something, son? No, man. We just ate. Hungry than a mug. I ain't lying on y'all. Me and my brother be hungry than a mug. You better not say yeah. Man, Ocho, I ain't gonna lie. Ocho, I be so hungry every time I swallow, my stomach say thank you. Ain't nothing coming down. But but you ain't go to people's house to eat.
Right.
Wait till you get back home. You get some bread. You maybe have mayonnaise sandwich or a ketchup sandwich, something like that. You got no meat.
You did syrup sandwiches before? You warmed the bread? You warmed the bread
up? Of course.
Syrup sandwiches. Yes. You fold it up and dip it in the syrup?
Yeah.
Oh, some good days.
You had ketchup sandwiches, mayonnaise sandwiches, syrup sandwiches. For sure. Yes.
Okay. I'm making sure we're on the same page. Okay.
Man, please.
Okay.
But there was a level of respect.
Yes, sir. Always.
That kids had for adults. And I don't know what happened. And I think the generation you started having, parents started getting younger and younger. And the kids were so close in age. And kids started getting more and more disrespectful, and parents didn't correct them. I'm like,
it's different. It's different. Your generation, my generation, was the definition of it takes a village, and that village did exactly what they were supposed to do. Now, the generation we in now, what?
You can't correct nobody's kid. Nah. It's always somebody else's fault. If your kid, let me ask you a question, Ocho. If your kid disrespectful at home, and you the parent or you the grandparent, what the hell you think gonna happen when he or she is not around you
in public?
If they disrespectful to you, you think they gonna go to them people's school and be respectful? Right. You think they're gonna be respectful on somebody's job?
Absolutely not.
But they got a place for you. I guarantee they got a place.
Always.
They'll make you. They'll make you go and come just like they want you to.
Yeah.
What I can't understand, you won't work at McDonald's, but you get out there in the field on them farms. And when they let your ass out at 7:30 in the morning and they work your ass from sun up to sundown, now you would do that for $1.50, $2 a day.
You ain't got no choice.
Making jeans, making wallets, making license plates. You would do that with no freedom. But give you free, let somebody mention, hey, man, go get this fast food job or go work at this cop. Man, please. I wish I might work for $10 an hour, but you'll work for $2 an hour behind bars. Make it make sense, Ocho.
Hey, listen, sometimes you'll take the chance. You'll take the chance living a fast life and see what you can do and see what you can get away with, as opposed to getting it the honest way.
With you. It ain't a whole lot of people say, yeah, man, wrote a book, How I Retired a Criminal. Normally they write the book after they get out of jail.
Yeah, most of the time.
After they done did, it's someone that done did a bid. Either a nick or 30.
Yeah, sometimes you don't even get to write the book at all.
Yeah, sometimes somebody telling the story about you, and you don't even know nothing about it. Hey, Ocho, they having a good old meal. They having fried chicken and fish and mac and cheese and dressing and greens.
Come on now.
And you don't even know nothing about it. They don't let the doves go.
Yeah.
But I wish we could get back to where it once was, where we all respected our elders. It was, I mean, you won't have good luck. Yeah, that used to be a thing. Ocho used to tell you, man, you don't have good luck talking back to old people now.
Yeah.
Nah, you catch the right old person, you won't have good luck because they'll put something on you too.
That's a good one.
Catch the right one.
That's a good one.
Hey. Make the right play on the wrong day and see what happens. Okay. Ocho. Marquise Brown, one of the Chiefs' biggest offseason addition, will not play Thursday night season opener against the Ravens. Coach Andy Reid said Hollywood won't be back this week, but we'll see how it goes. But the kid is amazing. Yeah. I mean, he's progressing and has been incredible. Yeah. But I wouldn't predict him being there this week. Nah. Brown dislocated his shoulder against the Chiefs' first offensive player of the preseason. The Chiefs will still have Xavier Worthy, their first-round pick, Rashee Rice, their leading receiver, and they re-signed Juju Smith-Schuster. He was there. Remember, he won the Super Bowl, Ocho. Then he got that big contract from the Chiefs, but seemingly couldn't stay healthy, couldn't find his niche there. Ocho, who you like in this game?
I mean, listen, Chiefs obviously. I'm kind of sad. Goddamn, Hollywood Brown won't be able to play. I think he has a grade 1 AC sprain. I mean, they say separated shoulder, but if you watch the play, you know, and I hate when people dive on you, when they tackle you and they drive you into the ground.
I
hate it. He probably got a grade 1, grade 2 AC sprain, so I'm sure he'll be back next week. But I mean, Chiefs. I'm curious. I'm curious to see what they're going to look like offensively. I'm curious to see how things open up for Travis Kelce, because you had that speed and Worthy, and you know it's going to be funny. Even though he's the fastest recorded combine draft runner, defensive coordinators are going to say and be very egotistical. Well, you're going to have to show me you still a rookie. You're going to have to prove yourself. You're going to have to prove you're going to have to show me that we have to adjust our defense because of your speed. Matter of fact, you know what? We got corners we feel can get up there and press you. You're going to have to show us, hell, you could be goddamn man-to-man up front. You're going to have to show me. So I'm curious to see what that offense is going to look like. Obviously, they still have Rashee Rice. Some other pieces. Travis Kelce going to do what Travis Kelce does. So I'm curious. I'm curious to see what they look like this year, and I think they're going to do what they need to do to win.
And they still got that boy back there.
Oh yeah. Oh, that
1-5.
I ain't even have to mention him because I mean,
because you already know he gonna do what he do.
What he do every time. The moment is never too big for 15, boy.
Yeah. They're probably going to try to run the football. They got the Ravens have Derrick Henry now. Play action should be. We're going to see, because the Chiefs defense last year, that's really what won them.
Hey, Spags was on fire, boy. And I think the personnel that Spags had allowed him to do some of the things he did. Losing L'Jarius Sneed. Can McDuffie fill in the same role and do the same things that Sneed did? Yeah. To allow Spags to be as aggressive as he wants to.
McDuffie was the number one. McDuffie was first team All-Pro.
Yeah. But he ain't, listen, no disrespect.
But see, what it was, though, is that you had two of them.
Right.
So now we can, because Spags like to heat you up.
Yeah.
I can heat you up because I got two guys that I believe that can hold their own. Now, are you going to be, that's, a lot of times when you got CJ Kalafidis, they got some pressure. And remember, one of their pass rushers, he tore his ACL against the Ravens in the championship game. He didn't play in the Super Bowl.
Oh, number 91. I forgot his name.
Number 90.
I forgot his name.
Yeah.
I know you're talking about. Yeah,
so
he sure did.
It's going to be interesting to see if he's back. They bring some pieces back, but defensively, it's going to be interesting to see. I'm anxious to see how the Ravens, how they use Derrick Henry, play action off of it. Zay Flowers, take that next step. Bateman,
Aguilar.
You got Andrews, you got Likely.
I wonder how they're going to do that. I just thought about that. They got Likely had a hell of a season last year when Mark Andrews went down. I mean, obviously, Andrews is that dude. I just can't see them having Likely on the bench like that.
Nah, you run a lot of double tight ends. You run two tight ends,
right?
Two wide receivers in the back.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just go play bully ball.
Yeah. But again, it's still a pass happy league. It's still a pass happy league.
Yeah.
What happened if the Ravens go down 14? What happened if they go down 14? You can't sit back there and say, oh, we're going to run the ball and have 14, 15 play drives when you got to put that motherfucker in the air.
Right.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that happen. I don't want to see them week one go into a hole trying to establish the run.
That's what they tried. That's what you try to do to the Ravens. You try to put them behind the 8 ball, try to take Lamar's legs out of it, and not let him dictate. You want to dictate.
Right.
It's a lot easier said than done.
Yeah, it is.
But he's proven he's gotten incrementally better year after year of throwing the football.
Yeah. That's
a lot more difficult than it was in the beginning, Ocho.
Right. I like,
but still, you still you're more fearful. I guarantee you, ask any defensive coordinator, they're still more fearful of his legs than his arms.
Most definitely. But I like how he's evolved though over the years. Obviously, we always talk about, he's a runner, he's a runner, he's a runner, he's a runner, he's a runner. Yes, he's a runner. But the past 2 years, especially last year, when he had chances to run, instead of run, he'll sit there and pat it. He'll sit in the pocket and be patient. He'll want to throw before he runs as opposed to running when read number one's not there. I done seen 2 or 3 times. I done seen goddamn Lamar Jackson get back there, get the ball, and go through his progression. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that ain't open. Let me go back to 1. Okay, 1 still ain't there. Okay, now I'm going to run. As opposed to I'm locking in on one person, year 1 and year 2. If that one person ain't there and I feel pressure, man, I'm peace sign. I'm getting up out of here.
Yeah, he's definitely evolved. He's definitely gotten better. So it's going to be interesting. This is what they need. They got a big back. Keaton Mitchell, he was playing really well.
Boy, fast as hell. His brother his dad played with me in Cincinnati.
Yeah, Mitch. He played with me. He was with me, and he ran that kick. He ran that block field goal back in the divisional round against the Titans.
Yeah. Okay.
Anthony. The Athletic recently released a polled agent. Recently polled agents, Ocho. Okay. The Athletic recently polled agents on the best run franchises and the most unstable franchises. The best run franchises, we're going to do the top 5. Eagles got 5 votes along with the 49ers. The Chiefs got 4 votes. The Packers got 3 votes. Vikings, Steelers, Ravens, Dolphins each got 2. Okay. When they said anonymous agent praised the 49ers, you have to fit within their culture. They allow players and employees to be themselves, and they win even while getting staff poached by every team every year. The way they treat people, they don't skimp on expenses, highly professional. Eagles, every year, free agents wants to go there. They reward their players. GM Howie Roseman nailed the draft. What an organized group with football and front office business every year. They're at the top of their game. Most unstable. Okay, let's do it. Do you agree with that list, Ocho?
What with the stable list?
Yes.
Well, absolutely. And based on the stable list outside the Vikings, you look at the teams, these are teams that are winning consistently. Obviously, Miami, I'm looking at Miami. Miami is revamped. Miami's revamped. You know, Mike McDaniels, Tua's in there. The supporting cast that they do have, they've been winning as of late. Chiefs, Green Bay, obviously Eagles. Howie is the fucking, I don't know what they doing over there. Obviously the 49ers, they have a tradition of winning. Steelers, tradition of winning. So this is kind of self-explanatory when you look at it, and you can see why.
Now we go to the most unstable franchises. Number 1, Panthers. Number 2, Raiders. And tied, Jets, Jags, Cowboys, and Cardinals with 3 votes each. Damn, my Broncos made the list. That ain't good. And the Commanders got 1 vote. But for the Cowboys to be on a list with the Jets, Jags, and Cardinals, that ain't good.
Yeah. I mean, listen, the Cowboys, I like what it says there, Cowboys. I don't think they want to win above all. So that's on Jerry Jones, because winning starts all the way from the top. Look at all the other teams, the Hunts. God damn it.
Who that?
Who?
You talking about family-run businesses?
Team that win consistently.
You look at the Steelers, the Roonies.
The Roonies.
They've been at it since 1933.
It starts from the top. It starts from the top. The Cowboys, I don't think Jerry wants to win. Above all, he wants to turn, make profits and headlines. I think the game has passed him by. Wherever that quote came from speaks volumes. Wherever that quote came from, it needs to be in Jerry's world on the goddamn big screen so he can see it. He needs to see it, because that's exactly how he runs a business, which is why he's on the list of one of the most unstable franchises, despite the success that they have in the regular season. And I feel bad for the coaches. I feel bad for the staff. I feel bad for everyone else that's walking on eggshells that can't tell Jerry, you need to take a back seat. You need to sit down. You need to stop talking. You need to get from in front of the camera. Allow your players to play. Allow your coaches to coach. Let Mike McCarthy do what he wants to do. Take the leash off him. Take the reins off of him. Let him be free.
But if I did that, Ocho, he gonna get the credit.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Didn't I tell you I wanted the credit? I told you, Ocho. You heard me in the press conference say I want the credit.
That's the problem. That's the problem. I mean, other teams that are on this list, the Broncos haven't been good since Manning left. The Jets, they've been in disarray since goddamn Joe Namath. The Cardinals, the Cardinals ain't been good since goddamn Kurt Warner. The Raiders, tough.
Okay, this is what they said about the Panthers, Ocho. Organizational stability comes from the owner and the front office. Need more time than David Tepper, who's the owner, gives. A strong quarterback can keep a team viable regardless of the front office, but what's the plan? The Raiders, the owner, Mark David, frequently makes significant changes. He put Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler in charge and fired them after 2 seasons. Now the Raiders have an inexperienced coach in Antonio Pierce, a retired general manager in Tom Telesco. Organization starts at the top, and Davis doesn't provide stability. Cowboys, I don't think they want to win above all. Jerry wants to turn profits and make headlines.
That's it.
I think the game has passed him by.
It has. It has. We already know owners' bottom line is always making $1. Yeah. That's the business that we're in. It's the business of making money. We know that, but you don't have to be front and center about it. You don't have to just throw it in our face. That's what it's all about. You know, man, put your snake-skin cowboy boots on, your snakeskin belt, get your cowboy hat, take a back seat. Take a back seat. I guarantee you the year Jerry says, you know what? I'm going to try something different for a change. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to relax. I'm going to let the team run itself. I'm going to let the product and the star on the helmet, I'm going to let it sell itself. You know, remember Blue Magic? Remember you saw American Gangster? Yeah. Remember Blue Magic?
I did. Yeah.
Denzel ain't have to do nothing to Blue Magic. Blue Magic sold itself. That's the Cowboys. I don't think Jerry understand that. Jerry don't understand that. You don't have to do nothing, man. There's a reason you worth $9 billion. I'm not sure how much. I'm not sure how many more billions than the rest of the teams. You ain't got to do nothing, man.
Well, he's the most. His franchise. He owns the most valuable franchise in pro sports. More than the Yankees, more than PSG, no more than Real Madrid, more than FC Barcelona. You name a sports franchise,
right,
and the Cowboys are worth more than this.
what does that tell you? What does that tell you?
But no,
You don't
Ocho,
listen. You don't need to be in front and center like Pablo Escobar.
I do.
That was the problem.
Because if I do, somebody else go get the credit.
That's the problem.
Did I tell y'all want the credit?
I mean, listen. That's
how many ways I got to tell you.
Listen. Sometimes we get in the way of ourselves doing things we don't need to do. Pablo Escobar had no reason to run for political office. Jerry Jones has no reason to be in front of the goddamn camera all the damn time. You ain't played one snap. You ain't played one down. No disrespect. And that was a horrible analogy. But I'm sure Chad understand where I'm coming from.
What there? About Jerry?
Yeah, I mean, it's a horrible analogy, but I couldn't think of nothing else to say.
But here's the thing. What Jerry, there's a reason why, if you look at him, he had success with Jimmy. Jimmy got the credit. What about me? I own the team. Even though Jimmy is the coach, he's coaching it. He can't do anything without me, so I want some of the credit.
Where's the money going?
They say no.
Where's the money going?
Because remember,
who cares? Where's the money? Who's getting the money?
When he bought the team, what was the first thing that he did, Ocho? The first thing he did when he bought the team.
He fired so-and-so. What's his name?
He fired Tom Landry. The mythical. He ain't going to be bigger than Tom. So even if I bring a new coach in, I'm going to be bigger than him because now Jimmy start winning. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
How about them Cowboys? They ain't got no camera on him. They got on Jimmy. They got Emmett. They got the guys messing up Jimmy's hair. Jimmy's talking. You think Jerry Jones going to address the team before they hit the field?
Yeah.
You think he going to talk to the team before Jimmy? Jimmy ain't having that. Jimmy old school.
Right.
Parcells damn sure ain't having it.
Yeah.
So now you're like, you know what? Let me go get these other coaches where I can do whatever I want. I can emasculate them. I can cut the legs out. Because if I got a problem,
yes, sir.
Player got a problem with a coach, guess what? He go talk to Jerry.
Right.
Well, once that happens, it's over. Because once a child, what do kids do? Once they know they can circumvent one parent, once I know I can circumvent my coach,
right.
Now I can play kids to play one parent against the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Ocho, Mike Sando, go ahead.
I said, damn, because I used to do that with my grandma, my granddaddy.
Nah. Whenever they said no.
Oh, I don't listen. Grandma say no, I'm going straight to my granddaddy. He gonna say yeah.
Cause you know what's gonna happen? You go ask granny, and then you Barney, I told them boys no. Oh Lord have mercy. Why you had to tell? Why you had
Oh, them some good days, man, as a little kid.
No, there wasn't no good day. You got to tow up ass. You mean to tell me your granny done told you no?
You coming to me?
Y'all come after?
You trying to get me in trouble.
I don't even want to go now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, ass. But see, they pushed me up because I was the youngest.
Yes, sir.
So he wasn't going to be as harsh. Hey, Shannon, go ask Papa to take us to town. Go ask Papa to take us to the store. Go ask Papa to do this. Papa, can we go to town? That's what we call it because we lived in the country. Right. We didn't live in the heart of Glenville. We lived in, damn, every time I turn, you got some money? Tell him yeah. Man, they pushed me up to do everything, Ocho. All right, Ocho, check this out. Mike Sando released his NFL quarterback tiers of 2024. Mm-hmm. Only 2 joined Mahomes in tier 1. Aaron Rodgers and Justin Herbert dropped out of that list. A tier 1 quarterback can carry his team each week. The team wins because of him. He expertly handles a pure passing situation. He has no real holes in his game. Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen.
I like that.
The only thing I would say about Josh Allen, the turnover, is that not a hole in the game?
Yeah, that's a you. That's a decision making. That would be a hole in the game. Decision making in moments where it matters most, you turn the ball over. But again, on the flip side, if you look at the touchdowns ratio statistically by Josh Allen, I mean, it doesn't supersede the mistakes.
Right.
But I mean, I like the list. I really want to put Lamar Jackson in tier 1. I'm not sure why he's not there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why Lamar Jackson's not in that tier 1.
I think because the thing is, Ocho, he doesn't throw for 4,000 yards. He doesn't throw for 5,000 yards, but he wins.
Yes.
But you have to understand, he's so much more than he's just not a prototypical quarterback that's going to wow you at the end of the year throwing for 4,500 yards. That's not what he is.
That's not what he does statistically. He's not a wow.
He's going to be somewhere between 3,000 and maybe 3,700 passing yards.
Right.
And he's going to probably run somewhere between 500 and 900 rush yards. That's what he's going to be.
Yeah. I like.
But if you look, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'll let you finish because we on tier 1.
Yeah, and so when they say he has no holes in his game, I think turnover is the biggest hole you can have in your game.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. I would probably put even if you left Josh Allen in there, Lamar Jackson definitely based on what he's done.
Yeah.
I think he should be there. Now,
absolutely.
A couple of more years, I think CJ Stroud. See, Ocho, I'm a guy, I'm going to need to see it more than 1 year.
Right.
I'm not saying that CJ can't do it, but have another season like he had his rookie year. Excuse me. Or even the third year. But I need to see it.
Consistently.
Yes. Tier 2, quarterbacks can carry his team sometimes, but not as consistently. He can handle pure passing situation in doses and or possess other dimensions that are special enough to elevate his team above tier 3. He has a hole or two in his game. Lamar Jackson, Matthew Stafford, Justin Herbert, Aaron Rodgers, CJ, Dak, Jared Goff, Jalen Hurts, Brock Purdy, Kirk Cousins, and Jordan Love all are tier 2 quarterbacks based on Mike Sando's.
Well, I need to ask Mike Sando, why is Tua not here in tier 2 as well? Because Tua should be in tier 2.
Hold on. Tier 3 quarterback is a legit starter, but needs a heavier running game and or defensive components to win. A lower volume drop back passing offense suits him best. Tua, Trevor Lawrence, Kyler Murray, Deshaun Watson, Baker Mayfield, Derek Carr, Geno Smith, and Russell Wilson.
I don't like the other variables he threw in there. For the tier 3 quarterback
hold on.
They have to have a good defense.
When Russell Wilson went to Pittsburgh, what did you say? They can run the football and they play defense. That's what you say.
Yeah. Yeah. And I said they run the football and it takes some of the pressures off of him because he's not.
That's what he's saying, Ocho.
I don't like that. I don't like the fact that you take what I said and using it against me.
Because you said the same thing.
Yeah.
He said he is a legit starter.
Yeah.
But he needs a heavier running game and or a defensive component.
Yeah. And that's going to be very important for him this year, too. It's going to be very important for him this year because he had George Pickens. Who else he got?
Freiermuth.
Who?
Freiermuth, the tight end.
Who else he got?
You talk about wide receivers? Yeah. I don't know.
My point. My point. We talk about any other team. You go to Texans. You can say, oh hell, they got Diggs, Nico Collins, they got Tank Dell. You go to the Ravens. Oh, they got Bateman, Zay Flowers. You go through all the teams. You can just run down the receivers and the weapons that the quarterbacks have at their disposal. And then I see here to talk about the Steelers. I'm like, damn. And no disrespect to them young bulls over there. I mean, I'm just saying that can make a difference.
But what? Let me ask you a question.
It makes a difference. It makes a quarterback job easy when you got them hymns around you. I'm being honest.
But ask yourself the question. Look at the receivers that they've had. They had Santonio Holmes. What did he do, Ocho? They had Plex. They had AB. They had Deontay.
Mhm.
They have receivers. Some of them they just can't. They do such a great job of drafting.
Mhm.
You can't pay them all.
Yeah.
The Emmanuel Sanders,
Yeah.
the Mike Wallaces, and things of that nature. So you can't pay them all, but a lot of them, Ocho,
Yeah.
they do things to get themselves up out of there.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, every time, think about when Plax was playing, it was a three-headed monster.
Yes.
Think about when AB was playing, it was a three-headed monster. When Santonio Holmes was playing, it was a three-headed monster. Now I'm looking at the Steelers now. I need my three-headed monster, because if Russell Wilson had his three-headed monster, I think things become easier.
Where's the quarterback? Because you had Ben. Ben was in his prime.
Okay, Ben was in his prime, but I'm saying now, I'm talking about in today's game. Yeah. So we got Russell Wilson as a starter, right? We have George Pickens. I didn't know the tight end's name. And you got Najee Harris.
Yeah, Frymouth.
I mean, that's all. That's all I can come off. That's all I know. That's no disrespect to who they have on the roster right now. But you can make some noise, and I'm gonna know who you are, though. You make some noise this year, I'm gonna know who you are. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just saying, because I want Russell to do well. I want him to do well, because listen. I want to talk shit. I want to talk shit for him, even though he's in the AFC North. I want to talk shit to Unc. I want to talk shit to Stephen A. Smith, who went off on my God-fearing brother, not too long ago. I want to be able to talk shit, so I want him to do well. So I need whoever the receivers are outside of George Pickens that are with Pittsburgh, I need to step up and show the fuck out, please. That's it.
The Eagles and the Packers have drawn the short straw on the long trip to Brazil, where both teams will open their respective seasons on Friday night. And Nick Saban is trying to get his team to embrace Brazil game. It's just getting everybody in the right mindset you need to be when you go down there. You can't control the thing that you can control. Like, we're going to Brazil to play. That's what it is. We're excited about that. Sounds like Nick is trying to convince himself. Like, you have a big buy, like a mini buy coming off it. So there are a lot of positives in it. It spreads the game to a new country, which is exciting. Ocho, you ever played out of the country?
Shoot, no. Only time I go out the country is to watch soccer games, man. And never played a football game. But I done been there. I done been everywhere when it's pertaining to the game of soccer. Everywhere. Been to Brazil, then been to Argentina. Listen, you know what we need to do when we get some time? I need to take you to Argentina. You think them going to Brazil is bad? You think them going to Brazil and, the gangs and all this, you got to be careful. You can't wear green. Let me take you to a Boca Juniors and River game. Let me take you to a Boca Juniors and River Plate game. I mean, you want to talk about dangerous. It's just, the excitement, the energy, the atmosphere.
I want to go to Brazil.
See, you want to see, man, forget the women, man. I need to take
You don't forget. I don't know what you're talking about. Somebody that told you. Somebody that told you wrong. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, I need to get you. I need to get you into the game of soccer, man. Brazil is cool. Brazil is cool. The women are cool. I'm not.
I'm trying to go to the Dominican too.
Who?
The Dominican, the DR.
You never been to DR?
Nah.
Wait, that's where my cigar's from. You know my cigar's out there.
I think we might need to go over there and look at the leaves ourselves. It's been a while since I had a tobacco leaf in my hand. Make sure it's the right texture. Make sure it's going to give us that bold flavor. It's going to give us that bold flavor. I'm just making sure,
Hey, boy, you hell, boy. The DR.
The Chargers gave Dicker, the kicker, a 4-year, $22 million extension.
Yeah.
The deal includes a $12.5 million guarantee. Dicker has an interesting journey to this point. He went undrafted out of Texas. Oh, there's something about Texas. When kickers, Tuck is from Tucker. I mean, I think he went undrafted too. Did Tuck get undrafted? He was a 6th-round draft pick. I think he went undrafted too. Then spent time with 3 different teams during his rookie season before landing with the Chargers in Week 7 after injuries to Dustin Hopkins. Dicker set the franchise record for 50-plus yard field goals made in a season last year with 7.
That's live. That's live. Anytime you have a kicker like that can perform under pressure, I don't think the chat. I don't think the chat would understand the pressures that are on a kicker when it comes to an entire team and organization relying on your leg to win. If you have a kicker that's able to perform under pressure like that, that's when you make this kind of money. They decide games. Oh
boy. Ocho.
What happened?
Brian Burns and other New York Giants players were featured in a social media video that has since been deleted. Let's watch and let's see if you and I can see why the video was deleted. Let's play it.
What, TikTok?
Here we go.
Enjoy the smell you're supposed to find gross.
Yeah. You want me to tell you what the smell is? That's crazy.
Is gas gross? That's the case, yeah. I like to smell gasoline. Anybody like that? I have not. I don't even want that. No.
That's a good one.
No.
Sometimes I enjoy my farts.
What did he say?
They don't smell too bad. I'm not gonna lie. If you eat right, you're fine. I used to love the smell of like gasoline, like the car. I used to love that smell. Earring bags.
No, I don't think so.
I definitely have. Nah, never.
I like gasoline and Sharpies. I think those are good smell.
Hey, buddy, tripping. Hey, can I tell you something about some weird smells that I enjoy?
Yeah, I got a couple I enjoy too, but I can't say.
I'm dead serious. Chat, y'all stay with me now. Weird smells that I really enjoy, Unc. The petting zoo. I like the smell of going to the fair and going into the petting zoo. It's weird. The smell of gasoline, not just any gasoline. Anybody in here that rides dirt bikes in the chat, or anybody that rides Yamaha Banshees, the smell of that type of gasoline, the mixture of the gasoline, that's weird. Petting zoo, gasoline. What's another weird smell that I enjoy that would be odd for most people? Like at the circus, the smell of circus, like circus animals. It's stupid. And it might seem stupid to some people, but
I'm wondering you gonna get to that other smell that you love.
What? That's it. That's the 3 weird ones. What other smell?
No, it ain't.
What? Cigar. Oh,
It's
cigars?
one. Nah, it's another one.
But that's it, huh? I don't do nothing else.
There ain't a smell. There ain't a kind of like a weird smell that you love. That some people.
Nah, you got it. Nah, boy, I'm lost, boy. It depends on what you talk.
Chat. Blows his heart. Yeah. The chat got it.
But they do. Hold on.
Kitty cat.
Oh, that ain't got no smell. If it got a smell, I shouldn't be there. Yeah, if that got a smell, I ain't supposed to be there. Now, I do like it a little tart. Now, you know, sometimes.
Oh Lord, no.
Yeah, a little tart. Listen, this ain't nothing wrong with that. Now, ain't nothing. A little tart.
It got to smell something. It got to smell good or bad. It got some kind of smell.
It has to have a natural odor and ordinance to it. Like all that putting all that shit, Victoria's Secret bullshit and all that dumb stuff where it tastes fruity. That's dumb.
Oh, you don't let
listen.
Okay,
it needs to have its.
But they eat pineapple. They said they eat fruit.
Nah,
it'd be good down there.
I ain't trying to hear all that. Leave your stuff as is. How it's supposed to naturally be. It's supposed to have like a little tartness to it. Like when you put your tongue on the battery, it's supposed to have like a little twang to it. I kid you not.
I'll take your word for it. I believe you.
I mean, you should know. You're a scuba diver.
I'm cutting back. I don't eat no more. I don't eat pork. Oh, man, Ocho, you need help, man. You really need help.
Hey, why they took the video down? It wasn't that bad. It was kind of harmless. I think it was done in more of a facetious manner. I don't think they was really serious.
But Ocho, you eat the other. I mean, you eat something too. You right around the corner, so you drop in with that. Slip of the tongue ain't nobody's fault.
Oh, I mean, nah, but
yeah.
That's different. That's different.
Ain't nothing different.
It's different.
You right around the corner, Ocho. Just drop in.
Ain't no different.
The difference ain't that. Hey, if If we got two homeboys, we live in the same neighborhood,
Yeah.
and we one door down, they're gonna see you. Hey man, I'm gonna stop by Sharp House. You right around the corner, slip of the tongue. You right there,
Listen,
Ocho.
that's them on special occasions. Special occasions, you know.
Nah, if you toes, they ain't no
Oh,
special.
hey.
Ain't no special occasion.
Hey.
I told you on them toes, so I know you on them other hoes.
Hey, boy, it's some boy. When you go to the car wash and you want a detail, that's what it's like. That's what it's like. Sometimes you got to detail the car. Sometimes you go in there for a spit shine. You know, you in and out. You know, then sometimes she want a detail. You know, you want the works. Carpet, take the mats out, hang the mats up, vacuum the mats. You know,
She better have no mats. She better have hardwood floors.
No,
ain't no carpet down there.
No, I'm just giving you an example. I like that was a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one.
You need help, Ocho.
That was a good one.
Somebody help Ocho.
I'm good.
Nobody. We might have the first time in history MVP gets awarded while the season is still ongoing. No one, I mean no one, can stop A'ja Wilson today in the 97-79 victory the Aces had over the Phoenix Mercury. She had 41 points, 17 rebounds. She had 23 and 11 in the first half. A'ja joins Candace Parker as the only WNBA players to ever post a 40-point, 15-rebound game. Now, she had a 42.6 rebounds game. She had a 26-13, and now a 41-17.
Boy, nasty.
Now, the only question, the MVP, Ocho, is it going to be unanimous? I mean, she's running away with the award. There ain't nobody else. I mean,
listen, I don't know who the voters are. But if you're competent and watch the WNBA throughout the entirety of its season, and you don't vote for A'ja Wilson for whatever reason, then there's something wrong. And that's the problem with the people that are in positions of power that have the ability to vote based on what she's doing. She's doing something special. So it should be unanimous. Matter of fact, they should hand it to her before the season even ends, because who the hell is she going to give it to?
Yeah, ain't nobody.
Who the hell is she going to give it to? You might as well just give it to her now. Ship it to her house.
Nafisha Collier is having a good season. I follow.
Yeah.
I watch. Obviously, Angel just set the WNBA record for rebounding during the season, and they still have 4 or 5 games to play. She had, I think, 16 and 19, and when she had like back-to-back 20 rebound games.
Right.
Caitlin Clark is starting to come on and play really, really well. But it's over. The MVP is over.
Yeah.
It's over. She's hands down the best player. Could it be a situation where she takes sweepstakes, where she wins the MVP? She wins Defensive Player of the Year, and she wins Finals MVP.
Yeah, well, that'd be live.
But what she's doing, and I mean, what's she averaging? Probably 27 and 12, with probably 2 blocks, 2 steals, because she does it on both ends of the court. Yeah. That's what's so impressive, is that the amount of energy that she exerts.
Right.
She played, how many minutes she played? She played 34 minutes today. 16 to 23 from the field, 2 of 6 from the 3-point line, 7 of 9 from the free throw. She had 13 defensive rebounds, 4 offensive rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, a block. She was plus 20 and plus minus. I mean, there's
what more? What
do.
More can you ask?
Nothing. She now she got that elbow jumper. She can put the ball on the floor, finish with either hand. She got a little step back. She hit a couple of threes today. That's really not hers. Her thing is really like shooting the mid-range game, the elbow jumper, putting it on the floor, getting to the mid post. She can do it all.
Yeah.
I mean, she really can. She has no flaws offensively, and because she's complete. I mean, she's really, really good defensive player as far as blocking shots. She can hedge. She's having an unbelievable season. Yeah. Candace Parker was another one that could do it all, could handle the ball, put the ball on the floor, get to the paint, mid-range. Candace was a very good defensive player.
Yeah.
A'ja passes Tina Charles with 6. She has 7 now, 30-10 games in a single WNBA season. A'ja last 3 games, Ocho, She went 41, 17, 2 assists, 2 steals today. The previous game, she went 26, 5 blocks, 16 rebounds, and then she went 42 points, 6 rebounds, 3 blocks.
No bullshit. She ain't playing
Nah, she ain't bull job with
at
him.
all.
She ain't bull job with him. During the Chicago Sky game today against the Minnesota Lynx, Angel Reese set a single-season record for rebounds. She entered the game with 399 rebounds, 5 shy of Sylvia Fowles' all-time mark of 404 set in 2018. Reese exceeded the mark during the second quarter. She finished the game with 17 points, 19 rebounds, 3 assists, in the Chicago Sky's 79-74 loss. She's having an unbelievable season. I mean,
hey,
19
rebounds? 19 rebounds?
Oh, yeah. She's probably averaging 15, 16 rebounds a game in the season. How many rebounds is she averaging a game, man? She has to be averaging like 14, 15 for sure.
17, 19, and 3. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. They lost to the Lynx tonight, huh?
She averaged 13? Oh, she's averaging 13 points, 13 rebounds a game. The thing that what I was convinced that they would have success is because what they do, what they're really, really good at, it translates. Angel Reese can rebound the basketball. Right. It translates. What could Dennis Rodman do? Rebound the basketball.
And play defense as well.
Ben Wallace, he can rebound the basketball. He plays defense even though he played at Virginia Union. That translates. Yes, sir. Caitlin Clark, what can she do? She can pass the basketball. Yeah. It translates. So I wasn't concerned about their games translating. Now, was Caitlin going to average 30 and 10 like she did in college? Probably not. But her ability to pass the ball, the same thing I said about Trae Young. I say Trae Young's game is going to translate because he led the nation in scoring and assists. So even if he's not scoring, he can facilitate and create shots that are easier for his teammates. So I'm not surprised the Angel maybe I didn't think she'd go be averaging 13 rebounds, but I thought she can get 9 or 10. I thought she could average a double-double. Right. And that's what she's averaging, 13 points, 13 rebounds. She's basically going to put it way out there. There's a chance she break it next year because she's only going to get better. She has a better understanding of the pro game now. So she's only going to get better. So even though they've kind of fallen off, they've kind of lost some games here, lost a few games. What did they lost, like 4 or 5? I think they've lost like 4 of their last 5 games, Ocho. Yeah. Which is putting them in jeopardy of potentially missing the playoffs. Yeah, hold on. They're the Sky are 11 and 21. They've lost 6 games in a row.
Damn.
Yeah. Right now, Minnesota I think probably has the best record. They're 24 and 6, 24 and 9, 15 and 3 at home. So it's probably out of them and the Liberty. One of those. Okay. Liberty 1, Sun 2, Lynx 3. Because I think the Aces are 20 and 12. They might be in like 5th, 4th. Okay. Okay, the Fever is 6. And Sky's dropped out of the playoffs? 8th. Okay. Ocho, we about to have some fun now. Caitlin Clark had another monster game. She had 28 points, 12 assists, and a 193 win over the Dallas Wings today that pushed the Indiana Fever over 500 for the first time in 5 years. The Fever improved to 17 and 16 with a victory and had gone 189 straight games without a winning record, a WNBA record. Indiana earned a win despite a record-tying 9 3-pointers by Arike Ogunbowale. Yeah. Kelsey Mitchell, she can shoot it. She can shoot it. Having watched her twice, she can shoot. That lefty, she'd be letting that thing go. Had 36 points, including a 3 that gave the Fever a 4-point lead with under 2 minutes to go. Clark and Mitchell hit 5 threes apiece, combining to go 10 of 18. The Fever shot 50% from long range and 53% overall. Hey, I got to ask y'all a question. Y'all still think she the great white hype?
Yeah, she had a good game. Her and Arike was going at it, boy.
He can play.
Yeah, her and Arike
It
was
ain't
winning that.
hype. Y'all said the same thing about Larry Bird. Y'all said the same thing about Luka. It ain't hype. They can legitimately play. It ain't like people trying to hype them up, Ocho.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's like Eminem. Oh, no, M can rap. Y'all make it seem like y'all thought M was gonna be Milli Vanilli. Or Ice, what's his name? Ice Baby. What's Ice Baby?
Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice. No. This is not hype. It's okay. It's okay. She can play.
Yeah. She would cut it. She did.
So
she
can
had,
Angel Reese.
She had 28 tonight. She had 31. She had 31 the other night, huh?
31 the other night.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
31 and 12.
Yeah, she getting a better feel. She getting a better feel for the game. She getting a better feel for the game, and is a lot more efficient from the field too. So
there's a lot of women that was on ESPN that had a lot to say earlier about this. They gone quiet now.
You say they quiet?
Y'all quiet now. Now I want somebody to send that to you because you know who I'm talking about. I ain't gonna call your name, but you know who you are. Y'all had a lot to say early. Y'all had a lot to say early. And if you think I'm talking to you, I am. Make no mistake about it. I'm talking to you. You know who you are. One of you was a former coach. I get a little bit more specific. Some of you played the game. Now I want y'all to have that same thing when y'all were talking. Don't get mad now. Oh man, Kayla let that. Man, Ocho, I was watching it. Man, she was coming up the picks, let the threes go.
Yeah.
Arike come down, let one go.
Yeah.
She said, wow. She said, I'm tired right now. Hey, Kelsey, take that one. Kelsey hit that left hand on him. Wop, wop. Wop, wop. Wop, wop. She said, Kelsey, you tired right now? Now it's my turn. She come out that pick, fade to the left. Y'all know when she go to the left, you know what she gonna do. Yeah, it's like LeBron James. When he look down at his hand at the ball, y'all know he gonna shoot that three in your eye.
Step back, yeah.
When she go to that left and she start fading, wop, wop. Woo! She was cooking.
Yeah,
she was cooking.
She's a hooper now. She's a bona fide hooper.
Yeah. Ocho, let's take a listen to what Satu Sabali said after the game. Let's take a listen to what she had to say.
The game today. Obviously, it's annoying because there were way too many Caitlin fans in our area. But like, it just kudos because it's amazing to see so many people in women's basketball jerseys. It's amazing to see the excitement and the joy that comes out of that. So although I feel like our Dallas fans could have done better, I had mixed feelings, obviously, seeing all the Caitlin jerseys in our home, but it's an amazing sign for women's basketball, and it's just great how far we've come, and it's just fun. Yeah, it's good.
That's live.
She gets it. Ocho, check a listen to this. During the game, Nancy Lieberman, one of the pioneers, one of the great female basketball players of all time, you're going to make these women multimillionaires one day, like Tiger, like MJ. We shouldn't hate on her. We should celebrate her, not tolerate her. Now, I know somebody who said exactly what she said, but said it 4 months ago. Ain't none of my business. I don't even know why I brought it up, Ocho.
But who said that, huh? Who said it 4 months ago, huh?
I know a guy.
I'm just asking.
As a matter of fact, I've been knowing the guy probably about 56 years. So we go way back.
Okay.
Yeah, we go way back.
Right.
Go back like car seats. Way back. Yeah, Ocho, yeah.
Yeah.
I said the same thing. Just like Tiger. They said the same thing about Tiger. This ain't the amateurs. This ain't college.
Right.
You can't run rough shut off with these guys. And guess what? I just saw Scotty Scheffler win a $25 million tournament today, the FedEx Cup. $25 million, made $62 million thanks to Tiger. Yeah. Look at the money MJ got. It wasn't a whole lot of people doing those shoes before MJ. Right. Don't let nobody fool you now. They had a few guys, but they wasn't making the money like they're making now. Guys getting 10, 15, $20 million. LeBron James, lifetime contract. Steph Curry, lifetime contract. Kevin Durant, lifetime contract. Kobe Bryant, they still making Kobe's. Right. Basically, lifetime contract.
Hey, sometimes, Unc, it ain't really the message It's the messenger.
Yeah. Ocho, I believe you can give, because people want you to go back. Ocho,
Yes, sir.
we can't go back in time
Right.
and pat the forefathers on the back.
Mhm.
All we can do is say our appreciation. We understand where this game and the guys, I'm talking about football
Right,
now.
right.
The guys that helped establish this, that built this, we get it. But these young guys coming along now, ain't nobody thinking about, ain't talking about, well, man, Elway was just as good, but he ain't getting no love like this. Marino ain't getting no. They got love like that when they play.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so what she's doing, and you heard what she said, all those Caitlin Clark. I was at the All-Star game. She got one of the loudest ovations.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it wasn't as loud as DT because DT was in her home arena.
Right.
I was at the game when they played, when Indiana played the Aces. You ought to see all those 22 jerseys. You ought to heard that when she did anything.
Right. They went crazy.
That's how it is. Why you think every time the Lakers went on the road, the arena was sold out? It's for Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron go on the road. Would MJ go on the road? Certain people, they're just polarizing.
Yeah.
They're going to be people a certain level. They're going to be a number of people that love them, and they're going to generate a certain level of hate, a vitriol.
Always.
But you look at the jersey sales, you look at the attendance, you look at the eyes that actually watching the game.
Yeah. Everything is up.
You'd be foolish to think that there's not a correlation.
Yeah.
And it's okay. I don't care. Ocho, as long as I'm eating, there's enough food for everybody.
Always.
There's enough food for everybody.
It's a lot of plates, baby.
Yes.
A lot of plates.
I'm gonna Diamond DeShield received racist threats after Caitlin Clark flagrant foul. Many are attributing this to Chicago's sometimes cover. Foul ball. Two things can be true, Ocho.
Yeah.
You can say the play against Caitlin Clark, it wasn't okay. It was a flagrant foul.
Yeah.
They called it. That is football. They don't do that in basketball. She didn't make a play on the ball. She ran into her. She sideswiped.
Mm-hmm.
We saw that before.
Right.
Okay, they called a flagrant foul. Okay, just because it was a flagrant foul, it doesn't in turn give you the right to send racists and threats.
You know how people are, huh? You know how people are.
No, yeah, it's not right there. Yeah, I know. Yes, of course.
You know how it is. I'm not even gonna get into that debate. I love to stay away from politics, race, and religion, but they'll show you your true colors now. And under the right circumstance, they will show their true colors.
They were gonna send this regardless of that cover.
Yeah.
Because people that watched it saw what she did.
Yeah.
So I don't need to see that. I'm not sending nobody. I ain't got time to be doing no foolishness like that. But people didn't need for her hometown paper to put that on the front page in order to do. They had already made their mind up. They were sending that.
Yeah. I mean, and the fact of the matter is, what was on the cover was just the third time. There were two other times before that, where we call them cheap shots, but just playing the game of basketball in an aggressive manner, for the lack of better terms. I'm gonna say it that way. There were two other times as well where it was kind of fishy.
An unnatural play. And I get, like I said, look, that's not the first time that Caitlin has received a flagrant foul. I thought she tried to block somebody's shot. She hit somebody upside the head. I don't know if they called it a flagrant foul, but if they did, any blow upside the head, above the neck or shoulder area, whether you tried to make a play on the ball or not, is deemed flagrant. Yeah. This was an easy call. She didn't make a play on the ball. She just sideswiped it. But yeah, I don't get in all that threatening and calling somebody all out their name. I can just imagine the threats that she received in her DM or what was on her page. I can just imagine. I don't. I think we could all imagine what was said.
Most definitely, especially when you upset the other side. They don't care. But that shouldn't bother you. That shouldn't bother you. That shouldn't bother you. That should be of no surprise at all. Next,
Yeah.
on to the next.
Coco Gauff falls to Emma Navarro. Coco Gauff's becoming back-to-back champion at the U.S. Open would be hard. No woman has repeated at the tournament since Serena Williams won her third straight a decade ago.
Yeah.
And Gauff knew she hadn't arrived at the event with such momentum as she had in 2023. Against Navarro, Gauff wound up with more double faults, 19 than winners. She finished with 60 total unforced errors, a whopping 29 on her forehand side.
Coco gonna be all right. She gonna be all right.
That's why, you have to when you see what Serena was able to do.
Yeah. You gotta appreciate
when you see
it makes you appreciate it more. When you have others to compare it to, it makes you appreciate
Now,
it more.
I'm a lot older than you, Ocho, so I grew up in the era. I remember Martina Navratilova and Chris Everett and Steffi Graf.
Yeah.
Steffi Graf was as good a player that I've ever seen because she won the Golden Slam. She won all 4 majors and the Olympic gold medal in '88. And Martina and whew, it was and then you had Monica. Do you had Monica Hingis?
Sellers. Okay, Monica Sellers.
And you had Hingis. What's Martina Hingis and Monica Sellers. Yeah. Lindsay Davenport, and then you had later than that, those started to go away. Venus came on the scene first, and then Serena.
Yep.
And once O'Reen figured it out,
it was all downhill for everybody else. Once she did,
all downhill. It was having seen Serena play with my own 2 eyes and see the force in which she hit the ball. Man,
crazy.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see that. I don't think we're gonna see that on the women's side again. Not anytime soon.
No.
That how you say somebody that's a generational player, that's a 2 or 3 generation.
Most definitely. Now, Coco is very good and had the chance to be maybe not Serena, but I can't say she can't do what Serena does, can't do what Serena did, but she has the potential to do so. She's very young, very, very talented.
Serena got better in her late 20s than 30s than she was in her teens and early 20s.
And that's the scary part. For Coco Gauff to be this good this early, imagine when she gets a little older. She gonna be out there giving people that crazy work, bro.
Yeah. And look at Naomi Osaka. She was like really, she won like 3 of her first 4 tournaments, and she has a child, and it's hard. There haven't been very many people. Kim Clijsters came back after having a child. I think Victoria Azarenka is trying to come back after having a child. I think the Great Dane, Carolyn Wozniacki, is trying to come back after having a child. But there haven't been a whole lot of women. Serena won, I think, her final slam, the Australian Open. She was about 5 or 6 months pregnant. But the only one that I can really think of, I think Justine Henin. I think she might have came back after having a child. I know Clijsters did and won. I know Azarenka is trying to. I know Wozniacki is trying to.
Right.
I think Justine Henin had a child.
What happened to Miss Osaka? She was balling. She was number 1 in the world at one point.
She had a child, and she had some, she said she was dealing with some mental issues and things like that. Yeah.
Nice, boy.
She was unbelievable.
Nice.
Yeah, but off the top of my head, Ocho, those are the only ones that I can really think about. Having kids. Wozniacki took a long time off.
Right.
She married David Lee, the basketball player, played with the Warriors, played with the Knicks. As a matter of fact, I bumped into him in Vegas about 3 months ago. Her and Michael Phelps and his wife. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Michael Phelps' wife is pregnant again. She just had a baby. So congratulations to them. But I bumped into him in Vegas at Resorts World. She didn't? Okay. But Kleister did. I know Azarenka had a child, and I know Wozniacki, and they're trying to come back. But Kleister's had a child and came back, and I think she won the U.S. Open. But yeah, it's tough, Ocho, to watch those. To watch them, it's tough.
Right.
I mean, men don't have the things to go through that women. I mean, your body changes when you have a kid.
Yeah.
It just does.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just does.
I think, and I think for women, the most difficult part about not only your body changing, but for an athlete. Just how about this? For a non-athlete, for a woman to try to get her body back to where it was before the child is difficult. So imagine being an athlete, an elite athlete at the highest level at that, having a child, sacrificing your body, and then trying to get back to where you were before you had the child. I think it's even that much more difficult. That much more difficult.
Yeah,
and those that are able to do it, it's commendable. It's commendable.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah. You remember Yvonne Goolagong? Tracy Austin?
no. No.
Ocho, let's watch a moment between Yulia Putintseva and a ball girl at U.S. Open. After the match, Yulia said, honestly speaking, it's not about her. I was really and myself for not winning the game from break point and got empty with my emotion and deep in my thoughts. We can show. Here it is right here, Ocho. So normally the ball girl hold it and they'll bounce the ball where you saw it.
Right.
So they normally do, okay, you ready?
Yeah.
And normally you bounce the ball and they'll catch it with their racket or they'll catch it with their hands. But I don't know if you can hear the sound, but the crowd started to boo. Like, why are you trying to upstage the they ain't getting paid for this. You should have took that ball and hit upside the head. No, Lieutenant Girl, you did the right thing.
Hey,
these kids, man. These kids. Man, these be kids, Ocho.
Hey, she was hot, boy.
Yeah.
Hey, she was hot. Hey, she had to be losing that match. She had to be losing that match.
Well, she had a break point, and I think she ended up losing the game because she was up a break. She was up break point, and she ended up losing.
Yeah, well, she should end up losing for that bullshit right there. You don't treat nobody like that. It don't matter what you're going through on the court. You take that out on yourself. You don't take it out on those that are part of the game, especially the person, giving you your balls, and she's doing everything in a respectful manner. Shit. I'm surprised the crowd ain't started booing.
They booed. They did.
Oh, they did?
They did.
Oh, okay.
They did. Yes.
Yeah, shit.
And should have.
Treating people like
they
that.
They don't like when you show the kids.
Nah, I don't do that, man. Don't do that. Come on, man.
All right, Ocho. Time for our last segment of the night. It's called Q&A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Q&A.
Laney Ray's back. I guess Laney Ray been on vacation. Hey guys, what was your favorite part of the live tour shows last week? Any spoilers to share about Dallas show? And for those of us unable to attend so far, when is the next tour? Ocho?
Hey, that goddamn Dallas boy. Well, I love y'all, man. That shit was beautiful, man. That thing was beautiful.
Houston.
That thing was beautiful.
Houston for me.
Houston was beautiful.
Real nice.
But that goddamn Atlanta boy.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Knock on wood. Hey, Lord, thank you.
Listen, for those of you that came to watch the live show at any of the 3 cities, the 3 tours, y'all showed up and showed the fuck out. I didn't know what to expect.
Y'all did.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know what to expect.
No,
I ain't never been on no damn tour before. I ain't never been on no stage before like that to be able to do what we're doing. Like I'm used to, being in front of crowds, playing in front of crowds, speaking in front of crowds, but to do it in that manner, never been. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, because I had no idea what to expect. It went really well. The crowd, the engagement, the funny moments, just everything about it was awesome. Now I wish we could have done it more often. I wish it was more than 3. But we coming back. We coming back. And when we come back, we gonna hit some cities. We gonna hit some cities now. I know our next one will probably be New Orleans.
Yeah.
Right? And so hell, we could probably sell out the goddamn Superdome. Shit. whatever the stadium is, but I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that live show in New Orleans, whatever the date may be. Before Super Bowl is going to be a movie. It's going to be a movie, and whenever we get an opportunity to go back on the road, people complaining, why you ain't come to Miami? People in Cincinnati complaining, but why you ain't come to Cincinnati? Hold your horses. We coming.
I think the greatest thing that ever happened to me in 2024 that I didn't move my black ass to Houston.
Hey, listen, I got listen, I can't say nothing about that because I already got cussed out. Why you talking about Houston and all that? It was part of the show. It ain't part of no show. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone too. But that was the best decision.
Hey.
Sometimes the best decisions are the ones that you don't make.
Right. Hey, but I ain't listen. I haven't been to Houston.
But y'all guys out there in Houston, bless your heart.
I salute you. If you in the chat and you from Houston as a male, I salute you. I don't know how you do it, but I salute you. I salute you. Jesus Christ.
I'll be flat broke. Flat broke.
You're not understanding me. I went out with J. Joe and I went out with Dre. They took me to two places. We went to a place called Do Not Disturb. A friend of mine by the name of Keith owns it. Promoter. And then they took me to something called Tipsy's off Alameda. Tipsy's. I don't drink no alcohol. I told him, yo, you know what? I don't want to go nowhere. I'm going to go inside. Man, Dre and J. Joe was like, man, come on, man. Don't do us like that. You never out here in Houston anyway. You might as well just come out and hang out with us for a little bit. I say, all right, man, fuck it, I'm going to go. Tipsy's was a nice, little smaller bar, little smaller hole in the wall. Good music. I went in there. Oh, they was in there jamming. I walk in, I look to my left, and I tap Dre on the shoulder. I say, Dre, you see that? He said, yeah, just keep on walking.
Ocho.
Hey, I walk a little bit more. I look to my right. I tap J. Joe. I say, Joe, boy, you see that right there? Joe say, yeah, don't worry about it. Just keep on walking. I happen to look up and just look around to my left and just pan the area. Man, where all these people come from? I'm like, everybody fine, Everybody. Come on, man.
I live in Atlanta, and I thought Atlanta, for what I seen, ain't nothing messing with. They ain't messing with Houston. They are not effing with Houston.
Nah, man. I don't know what.
And I only went a handful of places. I don't want to go no more. Ask them, we got to come back to Houston. I said, no, we don't. No, we don't. No, hell no.
Hey.
No.
Hey. Listen, it was listen. As far as I'm concerned, I got the baddest in the world.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, I got the baddest in the world. But Houston, boy, y'all out there stepping, boy.
Yeah,
hey,
man.
Boy, they out there stepping.
That's the greatest. Ocho, it came down. I looked at 3. Texas had 2 of them.
Right.
Dallas and Houston, and I went to another one.
Sir.
The best decision. Ain't no way. Ocho, I'd have been canceling so many shows on you. Hey, we can. I ain't gonna lie, Ocho. I'd have been canceling shows Monday night, Thursday night. Man, we're you been doing that show by yourself, bro.
Hey, hell no.
And y'all know how I am. I'm serious about my work.
Yeah.
I'm serious about work.
Oh, yeah.
But like Clint Eastwood said, every man got to know his limitations.
Yeah. No, definitely.
I know my limitations. I try to play in a room where I'm strong.
Right.
I try to stay away from my weaknesses.
Yeah, I got you. Oh,
Ooh,
man.
Lord have mercy.
That was boy, listen.
But hey, all the stops, I want to echo what you said.
Yes,
all the stops were unbelievable. The participation from the crowd, hopefully, guys, you enjoyed it as much as Ocho and I did. The staff, CAA, Live Nation, everybody that worked behind the scenes from makeup to the wardrobe. I mean, everybody, the bookers that booked the guests in Atlanta and Houston and Dallas. Thank you guys. We understand that's a lot of work. A lot of people that was involved because it's a lot of moving parts. And we thank everybody that was involved. But mainly, most importantly, we thank the crowd. We thank the fans. We thank you guys for showing up, for showing out, participating. And that was great, man. We look forward to getting back on the road. Yeah. Obviously, the next one's going to be New Orleans, but probably late spring, we're going to be at it again.
Yeah.
We're going to be at it again.
Late spring, we're going to be on the road. We'll be on the road. Yeah. I feel like a rapper now. I feel like a rapper because I know what it feels like to go on stage and then the energy from the crowd, the look up. Oh man, and then the love and just I like that. I like that.
JGC 8591, man, your guys' tour was hands down the best entertainment. Keep up the great work, bro. Thank you. It's people like yourself that make all this possible, that make it all worthwhile. The support that you guys have given us. Ocho and I was at the gym training, and everybody was like, "Man, I'm coming to the show." I mean, people, we were in Dallas when we were in Dallas, and I was at the bottle signing, Ocho, and people were like, "Man, I'm coming to the show, man. I can't wait. I had to come meet you, Unc, and support you." The support that we've received for this tour, to watch Nightcap when we do it on the Sunday and Monday, Thursday, and this year, we've added Saturday, Ocho. The love and the appreciation, man, that's what makes it worth it. That's what makes it worth it. So, guys, thank you for making this all possible. Wendy, honest opinion, says, "Yo, Hollywood, Houston, wait till you come to New Orleans and see Creole women. New Orleans has some of the best looking women. Y'all do. Look here, man." God dang it, Houston. Y'all did it. Y'all did it.
Hey.
Y'all did it, Houston. Houston.
I'm gonna stop talking about it because I'm not finna be.
You know what? I'm gonna stop talking about it. I ain't saying
you gonna have. I'm talking about it because you talking about it. And you gonna have me on the goddamn couch back in the doghouse, and we just stopped beefing. We just stopped.
I don't know about the women now. Houston, New Orleans, now y'all got some good food down there. But I don't be eating all that gumbo and that jambalaya and that etouffee.
Boy, hey, listen, the beignets. You don't eat the beignets?
I eat beignets.
Okay, you don't eat gumbo?
I'm allergic to shellfish.
Okay. Oh, so you can't eat crawfish either. Well, don't worry about it. I'll enjoy it for you. Don't worry about it. I'll enjoy it for you.
Yeah, man.
Goddamn. How many people in the chat? Any people in the chat from New Orleans? What y'all know about Messi Maya, man?
Hey.
Y'all know about Messi Maya.
Everybody in the chat, where's a good place for me to buy a condo in Houston?
Hell no. I don't want no part of that.
Real tell, what was it like with Bill Romanowski? Was he really that fair? Was he really a monster? Or what kind of weight was he lifting? Romo was great to play with. Romo worked hard. He studied. He knew tendencies. He knew how to get himself prepared. I mean, he was a normal guy. He fit in. But when he got on the field, he turned into a different player. Yeah. He wasn't Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. He was a normal guy walking in meetings and in practice. But when he got into the game, he went to a dark place. Now he wasn't no weight room. I mean, he was strong enough. He knew how to shed blocks. He knew how to take on blocks. He knew angles. But he was great. Dr. Frankie L. Bellamy said, "Hey, first cousin Ocho, which team do you think have the most to prove this season, and what will make or break their success?" Who has the most to prove, Ocho?
Dude, the most to prove? The most to prove?
Jets.
Yeah, Aaron. Not even the Jets. Hell, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, I think he has the most to prove, with the expectations that they had for him coming in last year and what he was supposed to do. Getting injured on the fourth play of the game, I mean, their season went down the drain with that. With the way he's been acting, there's one thing that can cure all the issues, all the political beliefs that he's had, all the things he said, the rumblings that things aren't going well internally, with the way he's acting, one thing can cure that. That is the Jets winning. That is Aaron Rodgers stringing together game after game, win after win. What we call him? It will cure everything. Yeah, I think the Jets will. I wouldn't even say the Jets. Aaron Rodgers has the most to prove because if he doesn't play well this year, they're moving on from him.
T-Buck said Unc's shirt always looked like it's about to pull it off off the back. Collar first, big ass trap problem. Yeah, Ocho. Me and Ocho had a. Ocho was talking about he was bigger than me.
Listen, I ain't too far off. I posted a picture. If you look at the picture when we was in Atlanta, you can see next side to side about the same. Listen, you got on the shirt. I got on my hoodie, and you can see my arms. My arms are just as big, and I got my hoodie on. Yeah, I got some size on me now. I'm telling you.
Nah, Ocho. I mean, everybody say you about $175, $185. I gave you one. I gave you 188.
I'll be 200. Give me about another 3 weeks.
Aquo says Stewie is the MVP, best player on the best team. Love Asia, but her team is fourth. In her conference, Stewie is in first. Her conference based on last MVP. No. Last MVP, Stewie, first of all, the Aces had the best record last year. And Asia was the best player on the team with the best record. So, no. Mayhem Martin, milk does not come before cereal. Cereal first, milk second. What y'all's favorite cereal? I agree. You put the cereal in the bowl and then you pour the milk on top of the cereal.
Always. Who does it the opposite way? That's the only way to do it.
That's what I would think. My favorite cereal.
Who the hell poured the milk first, then put the cereal? That don't make no damn sense.
Somebody that wastes a lot of milk.
So backwards.
Yeah. Man, I mean, mainly we got cornflakes growing up. I mean, we didn't get a whole lot of different cereals. My grandma brought cornflakes. That white box with that big ass red rooster on it. That's what we ate. Put sugar on it. Every once in a while, I like Apple Jacks. I used to like donuts. They had a cereal called Donuts. I like Diggum snacks too. Them Diggum snacks.
I remember them. I remember my favorite cereal. Even still to this day, every blue moon, if I don't get oatmeal, if I don't have make me oatmeal. Frosted Flakes and Raisin Bran. My Raisin Bran, I always have chopped up bananas. And my Frosted Flakes, I always have chopped up bananas. And the weird thing with me is I let my cereal sit so it gets a little soggy. Just
I ain't messing with no Raisin Bran. If I rip Raisin Bran, I ain't leaving the house.
For real? You don't like raisin?
What? Raisin Bran?
You eat
bran cereal and raisins?
Yeah.
Man, I wish I might try to go out my house. You'll never have me. Somebody. Oh no. Nah, I'm good. Oh no.
But I love some goddamn Raisin Bran, boy. Frosted Flakes. And then I love peaches and cream, Quaker Oats, peaches and cream oatmeal. Boy, I love it. Remember my granddaddy used to make me cream of wheat. Remember cream of wheat?
Yeah.
My dad used to make me
cream
of wheat.
King. Hey, I know I ain't the only one. Who in the chat used to eat them King vitamins? If you got King vitamins, I know what y'all was on. You know about them King vitamins, Ocho?
No, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Hey,
only vitamins
Chad, I know y'all know about them King vitamins. I ain't the only one that ate King vitamins.
I don't know what that is.
Google them King vitamins. Captain Crunch. Man, I hadn't had cereal, and so I hadn't had like cold cereal, like cereal with milk, because I don't really do milk anymore.
Right.
Oh man, probably about 15 years, 20 years.
See, yeah, man, it's probably been something like that, just honestly. But I think I've had it a little bit more recently than you because obviously my kids, they get down there.
Now oatmeal.
Yeah, they get down there.
I ate oatmeal every day for 27 years.
Oh, okay. We on the same page. We on the same page.
You know, I used to post pictures of the oatmeal, but that was that. Roger Camacho, hey, Unc and Tocho, can you give my fiance and I a shout out? Her name is Maria. We're getting married next year.
You call me Tocho?
Roger, Maria, congratulations on the big nuptial.
Congrats.
Hopefully you have a lifelong of happiness and bliss. There will be some ups and downs, but there's nothing that you guys can't get through. So congratulations on the marriage. Roger, you and Maria, much love and success.
Happy.
Marcus Young says, Ocho, why haven't you ever been on Men versus Wild with Bear Grylls? That would have been some good entertainment.
I like that. That would have been dope. But I know Unc and I, we creating our own content.
Yeah.
We creating our own content. It's called Ocho versus Everybody. Now, where I'm gonna be playing everybody, all the trash talking I do to all the elite athletes, you know, the Anthony Edwards, the Kevin Durant's, the track stars, the track player, the tennis players. I'm going to challenge any and everybody. I'm gonna record it, and we're gonna have segments of me dominating everybody at their respective craft because I'm him. I've been him. Yeah.
Nikki Grant says, I was raised by a single grandmother who had limited income, no public assistance except housing, and never have I had any of those struggle meals. Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Struggle. I mean, no struggle meals. What?
But I had them.
That was life.
I mean, I don't know what you think. But Nikki, I tell you what, I bet you had indoor plumbing. I bet you had running water. I bet you didn't have cement floors with a tin roof.
Now,
I bet if you live like that, I bet you go have some struggling meals. I mean, y'all make it seem like I wanted to eat like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wouldn't have ate that. I'm going to tell you what my grandma used to tell me and my brother would do without. And guess what? Probably about 7:30, we'd be right in that pot. Eating what we say we didn't want. That's okay. My grandma's like, hey, my grandma ain't never said, okay, if you don't eat, I ain't cooking nothing else. What you gonna eat? And you didn't get, back then when I grew up, Ocho, you didn't get another meal until all that what was cooked was gone.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, no, okay, we got a little bit less. Let's start on something else. That thing was completely gone before my grandmother would start preparing something else.
Yeah.
And whatever you didn't eat, she added flour and water, and it was going to be smother fried. Be it chicken, be it pork chops, or whatever the case may be, you going to eat that.
Oh, yeah. We ain't wasting nothing in this house, boy.
And that let me know what I didn't want. Man, I couldn't. You think I want to eat like that? Because think about it. Everybody ain't like Sterling and Shannon Sharpe had an opportunity to go make money and didn't have to eat that anymore. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people still eat that. Yeah. Now, my sister still eat raccoon. Probably got one in the freezer right now. Probably have to bring you some, Ocho.
Nah, I'm good.
Ocho, you got to try it. We got to try it, Ocho. That's the thing. Right. You say you want to Unc and Ocho capturing content. Yeah. That's content.
Well, listen, I tell you what. The day you try what I asked you to try was whoever you did.
Whoa. We can't capture that. That ain't content.
Oh, we can capture it. We just, we can capture it. You know how people, when women take pictures with dudes and they put like the emoji over their face.
Yeah.
We just put the emoji over your face trying it.
Like, man, they know my big ass body. Come on, that's Unc. Man, please. Man, you know damn well people know who I am.
Oh, shoot. Man, nah. That's funny.
Sheldon Pope said, Ocho, did you enjoy Magic City?
Man, shit out, man. Hey, Unc, when you hit me and asked me, did you want to go where? I told you I was at.
Talk about in the bed. Man, I said, man, you
listen.
Suck.
Y'all see what time it is? Once 9 o'clock hit, let me explain something to the chat. Like if you know me well. If I start rocking back and forth like this and I'm here, or I hit one of these maneuvers like this, I'm fighting for my life. Hey, I'm fighting for life.
Yeah.
I ain't go to no Magic City because once it hit 9 o'clock or anything after 9 o'clock, boy, you might well chalk it up. I
We went to
can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
We went to Cam spot. Cam spot was nice, man.
Yeah. Camp spot was nice. We went to Fellowship. Fellowship was real nice. Enjoyed me about two cigars. I enjoyed myself.
I had the lamb chops, got the tacos.
I had the sliders.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
But it was nice. It was a nice little get together. We'll do more of that. But once we kind of got the cadence now, Ocho, of what to expect and how long. So we good now. We good. Guess what, Ocho?
Yeah.
I got to work in the morning, and that concludes Nightcap. Guys, thank you for joining us for Nightcap. I am your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that like button. And guys, do us a favor. Go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. He's your favorite number 85. And remember, every podcast subscriber matters. Thank you thus far. The route runner extraordinaire, the Bingo Ring of Fame honoree. Guys, if you can't find Laportier in a state or a city near you, you can order it. So we have it in stock. Thank you for being so supportive of Shea by Laportier. Please go follow my media company page on all platforms. That's Shea Media, and my clothing company, 84, and that's 84 being spelled out. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. Everything is right now is 20% off. Pro Bowler, All Pro, the Bingo Ring of Fame honoree. He's from Liberty City.
That's me.
Y'all know it.
Yeah.
That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. And to recap, the USC Trojans knock off the 20th ranked LSU Tigers. Miller Moss throws for 374 and a touchdown, get a touchdown late in the ball game, and they win the ball game 27-23. Right? Yeah, 27-23. 27-20? 27-20. 27-20. 27-20. 27-20. So thank you for joining us. We'll see you again tomorrow night. I'm tired, Ocho. This boy, that 2-week stretch.
Yeah.
With the tour and them shows, and I'm still doing Filming Club Shave. I've taped 3 episodes during the tour, and I had a couple of bottle signings with Laportier. Man, I'm gonna take my light-skinned self upstairs and gonna get me a great night's sleep. Thank you guys for joining us.
You get to have a good night's sleep. It's early for you. It's 1:30. It's 1:30 in the morning for me, and I got to be in the gym at 6 a.m.
Well.
Hey, see, the sacrifice. It's all good.
That's what it's about.
The sacrifice.
Thank you, guys, for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. I'm Unc. He's Ocho. We're out. We'll see you tomorrow.